Stringy waves, frizz, results that don't last. 3 of the most common wavy hair struggles, and 3 signs that your routine isn't working the way that you want it to. But before you blame the products that you're using,
I curse the day you were born!
I would actually take a look at your technique, because so often I think it's not what we use, but how we use it. Let's get started with stringy waves. This is when your hair separates into lots of individual thin pieces. Technically, you might have a little bit more definition, but it's not really necessarily the type that you wanted. Instead, your hair ends up looking piecey, sparse, and almost like it's still wet, even when it's completely dry. If my hair gets stringy, I always think it looks overdone or overworked. A while ago, I watched a video from Dr. Michelle Wong, who is Lab Muffin on YouTube, and she was explaining the science behind why the bowl method works so well for waves and curls.
Point of this sort of routine is to try to line up the waves or curls and then keep them like that for as long as possible.
There is a technical term for it, and I wrote it down because I would never remember it. It's elastopilary coalescence. Michelle explained that it's that principle that helps the hair form these lovely juicy wave clumps, or curl clumps. What may be happening in your routine is your hair has started to dry out before you've actually applied any of your leave-in or styling products. So the strands have actually already started to separate. You haven't got, what was that term again? Elastocapillary coalescence. I have no idea if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. So instead, you're applying your products onto smaller piecey sections, which actually then holds that stringiness in place. So before you assume that it's your styler that's not working, I would say try using that exact same product, but applying it to much wetter hair. There are several ways to do this depending on how much effort you want to put in. First, if you're happy to put in a little bit more extra effort, I personally love my alternative to the bowl method. Not a fan of the bowl method because of the upside down styling, so instead I do my side dunk method. I would apply my leave-in conditioner, split my hair down the centre, fill up a bowl of water, and then dunk my hair into it. And because of all that water, my hair sticks together. I then gently squeeze and create some really beautiful juicy waves. I would then choose to apply my whole product afterwards, and that is usually Olaplex number 10. But any routine that I mentioned today, I will link that above, but also in the description box, just in case you want a little bit more detail about how to do them. A much quicker and easier version of this though would be my shower styling routine. It's pretty much the same principle, I just find it a lot less faffy. All I need to do is remember to take my styling products into the shower with me, which sometimes, thanks to brain fog, is actually easier said than done. To do this, after your wash routine, shampoos, treatments, whatever you've done, if you're using it, you would apply your leave-in conditioner, then add water and squeeze and create those wave clumps. Glaze over your hold product or single styler, gently squeeze again, and you're done. I told you it was nice and simple. I actually find it's the best way to get lovely, soft, loose, natural waves. However, the simplest possible option would be to use a continuous spray bottle while you're styling. So once you're out of the shower and you're ready to style your hair, if it's starting to look a bit dry, if you're noticing that it is already separating, you can just take a spray bottle and re-wet your hair. And you want to do that before you add any leave-in conditioners or styling products. Make sure that hair is beautifully formed and clumped together. I've already forgotten the scientific term, but you know what I mean, and then add your styler. Okay, so number 2 is frizz. And this is the frizz that appears during styling or after your hair is dry, rather than frizz that's potentially caused by damage, dryness, humidity. There are lots of things that cause frizz. And actually, if this is your biggest struggle, I do have a whole video on how to identify the type of frizz you're dealing with, and also lots of different solutions. So I will link that above for you. But for right now, let's talk frizz caused by technique. You can tell this is happening because your hair looked smooth when it was wet, but during the styling, product application, and drying process, it rears its ugly head. And that's how you know that it's actually technique rather than anything else. This is generally caused by too much handling. Lots of overly enthusiastic scrunching, perhaps also repeatedly flipping your head upside down, trying to get some volume in there, scrunching out the crunch, and also pixie diffusing. All that handling and movement disturbs the surface of our hair and also those wave clumps that we managed to create with all that water. So if this happens to you, I would use a technique that keeps your hair smoother and is just a bit more controlled. I have two personal favourites if we're talking about a natural enhancement of your waves. First is what I call my bend and twist technique. This is really nice and simple. I personally just choose to do it in 2 large sections, but if you want to put in more effort, you could do it in as many sections as you like. So for me, I take 1 large section, brush through your hair to make sure it's nice and smooth, and if it does look frizzy, you could of course add more water and brush again. And then from the ends of my hair, I work upwards towards the root, twisting and bending the hair back on itself. Once I reach the top, I will gently squeeze and then just release. This technique just creates a really lovely natural enhancement of your wavy hair texture. But for an alternative, you could try roping instead. And again, you could do this in 2 large sections or as many sections as you could be bothered to. Take a section of hair, again, brush and smooth it through, and then twist your hair in a roping technique. Most of the time, I would do this away from my face. If I was putting in a lot of effort, I would potentially even alternate from section to section, but really it's entirely up to you. And once you've done either of those, you just want to leave your waves alone as much as possible. If you can't stand the feeling of wet pieces of hair around your face, I totally get it, neither can I. I do have a few different techniques. One is just to tuck my hair behind my ears. The second is to use creaseless clips, or most often, because they always seem to be to hand, is actually putting on a pair of sunglasses or just reading glasses. I put them on as if I'm going to wear them, and then I pop them up onto the top of my head, and it creates a beautiful natural face frame. And then I just tuck my hair behind my shoulders and leave it to dry. You can air dry or diffuse with either of these. And then finally, since we're talking about drying, I would say if you really struggle with frizz when you're drying your hair, I would avoid pixie diffusing and hover diffuse instead and see how you get on. There is something about putting my loose wavy hair into the cup of a diffuser, moving it up and down, that just seems to create firstly stringy waves, and then secondly weird kinks and curls and shapes within my hair, which all then end up resulting in a much frizzier finish. Whereas hover diffusing, it probably doesn't create so much volume or definition perhaps, but it will get your hair nice and dry without it turning into a complete frizz ball. So if styling techniques are causing frizz, you probably don't need another anti-frizz product. You just need to make some tweaks to your techniques. Oh, that's got a nice ring to it. One last thing, a little bit of frizz when you have wavy hair is completely normal. I am not somebody who's saying frizz free. I mean, look at my hair today. I absolutely have frizz, but I also think my waves look nice. So it's not about anti-frizz. For me, it's just about managing it, reducing it, and definitely avoiding creating it as you style your hair. And then finally, your results not lasting. Have you seen those comments online accusing content creators of forcing their curls? I don't always like or agree with how those things are said, but sometimes I do think there is actually a helpful point in there, if you can get past the trolling bit. Because a lot of so-called wavy hair routines are watered down versions of curly hair techniques. Lots of manipulation, lots of multi-layering of hold product. And although I think they can work on waves and you might get good results for a couple of hours or perhaps even a whole day, I think those routines could just be asking too much of loose natural wave patterns. In my experience, when I have followed those types of routines, my hair might look good for a couple of hours, but then it feels really dry to the touch, gets stretched out, I'll get some weird shapes and kinks and curls, and quite often my hair will also get really frizzy. And if things get really bad, all of the above. So over time, I've realised that a better approach is to remember that waves are not curls. Follow a nice simple routine that just naturally enhances your wave pattern, and then use enough hold to help support it, not force it. An enhancement of your natural texture will last so much longer than styling further away from it. The same would go if I style my hair smoother or straighter. That look won't last as long as a natural wave enhancement would. And then of course, follow a nighttime protection routine to keep your waves looking good for longer. And a routine like that is probably going to look quite different for you if you have been following more curly hair routines. So if you are looking for a simple routine designed to work with your waves rather than against them, you may find it helpful to watch this video next. Thank you as always for being here. Take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.